Hello, and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. My name is Jessica Carver. I'm with Cox Communications. Today we have a special guest with us, Dr. Jack Dale, Superintendent of the Fairfax County Public Schools. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So you are working on your budget for the next school year.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that budget and how things are kind of shaping up.
Yeah, well, the budget has just now been adopted, well, not adopted by the school board, but they have passed what they call an advertised budget, which sends it off to the Board of Supervisors, is a request, still a $48 million request. What's been interesting is the community over the last month or month and a half, there's been quite a groundswell to try and get full-day kindergarten in our remaining 37 elementary schools that do not have full-day kindergarten. And so as part of the budget adoption or the advertised budget, the board asked me to come up with an implementation plan over the next 3-year period of time, presumably being able to start with some schools next fall, and then within 3 years have all of the rest of the elementary schools have full-day kindergarten. So that'll be a challenge trying to carve it out of our budget. We will need some assistance, I know, from the Board of Supervisors eventually over one of the next 3 years, and so we'll see how that plays out.
Wonderful. So you are also the Virginia Attorney General, this is something you've been dealing with, has ruled that charging fees for AP and IB classes is illegal.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, what's happened for this particular school year, we had planned to charge high school kids for the International Baccalaureate or Advanced Placement test, and we thought we had the legal grounds to do so because of just some other statute. Well, the Attorney General, as you said, came out and said, not only can we not charge this year, we can't charge in the future years. So within the next month or so, I've got to come up with a plan to figure out how best to deal with that issue. It's going to be about a $2 million hole in this year's budget and another $2 million in the following year, so we'll have to figure out how to deal with that. The good news is we're getting some sales tax revenue that's a little higher than anticipated, so I think that'll cover some of that. The other thing, we are going to ask parents, or potentially give parents the option, because they said, charge us fees, help balance the budget. So we did. But now we're going to ask parents, if you want to donate that to us, we would really appreciate it. So we'll see how that one plays out. But I've got to come up with a plan for all of that within the next month and present it to the school board in March.
Right. Well, hopefully those donations will really do some good.
Well, I'm hoping between the sales tax revenue and donations that we can probably cover that $2 million gap.
Fantastic. And you recently did a survey of your Fairfax County, I think, teachers and parents regarding the starting school before Labor Day. Tell us a little bit about how that survey went.
We've had quite a push on the education side to try and get school started before Labor Day so we can get as much instruction in as possible before the May is called testing month, because we test with the Virginia Standards of Learning, of the Advanced Placement, the International Baccalaureate. All this testing occurs in May, and we were trying to get as much instruction in as possible. So but we're prevented from doing so by the Virginia legislature. We can't do it unless we're specifically authorized. So we asked the community, well, what's your thoughts? Well, about 2/3 of the parents, I think it's like 64% of our parents said we want to start before Labor Day. And over 70% of our staff said we want to start before Labor Day. So we've passed that on to the Virginia legislature, and there's some bills that have not made it out, but we'll continue to try and press that issue to try and really have the legislature do what the community would like to have happen, and that is allow us to start before Labor Day.
Yeah, that would be great, I think, if the parents are really
well, especially, we got 2/3 of the parents. It's like, it should be a no-brainer from my perspective.
Right. So tell us, if any of our viewers want to find out a little bit more information about the school system, how can they do that? Well,
this is a hot time of season for all of that because we have capital budgets and other kinds of issues and political issues. So fcps.edu is our website, so people can go there, and from there you can get to all sorts of information.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day.